Okay. We're moving this little outfit today. This is the stuff I've got. Moving them because we're running out, because they need this area that I have, so it's kind of like my lease is up. Your lease is up. I don't need to go into particulars, but it's a good, everything's cool. Again, my weak spot is bases, bases. It's almost like I got a concrete wheel here, but I got an idea. I went to think, okay, well maybe I should make it out of concrete. Well, that's cool, except it weighs 100 and some odd pounds, and I don't want these things to be that bad. And then the biggest problem with it is this is a square. This looks flat, but guess what? It's not all flat. So when you put these things up, it slopes. So the sign tips like that, okay? Got it? That's the issue. That's what I gotta solve. That issue right there, and then everything else falls into play. It's like I got one spot on a Sudoku puzzle that I just can't figure out, but I don't want to guess, because if I guess and I'm wrong, I lose the game. It's not that drastic, but still, I don't want to make the mistake, and I got it because I want a patent. That's going to be a cool patent. If one's out there, I'd buy it right now. But it'd be a self-righting stand, sort of. And yeah, you can have these things turn a little bit, but here's the other thing: is these are lighter. So, and I'm not worried. I'm not worried about people are worried about stealing them. I'm not worried about that much. It's like, vandalism has been more of a problem than stealing, honestly. And I think I've solved a lot of that with a double plexiglass screen, but that negates the touch screen. So touch screen's out that way, need keyboard. That's cool. Kiosks. These are basically going to be kiosks. Could be that'll be electronically used to communicate. You could, heck, if you had these things up, you could put in, talk about funding. Here's the kind of funding here, and people, if you want to educate your population, so you make little things like this, a bunch of little things out there. You don't just give big money to one or few people that filter it down, because they don't have the goal. You have all these other little people have the goal. So let's say you have this right here. This was a solar powered one. It's on its side. So let's say there's a anemometer that measures wind. You could give it wind directions. You could have temperature. You could have these little things out there just kind of for selling real estate. Giving some money to the owners. That's the way we're going to do. We're going to be credited for our actions in the future. We're getting credited for our actions now. If I monetize this video and a lot of people watch this video, I make money when you click on things. There's also an impression count. Because if you don't click on things, guess what? Made you stare. Now I get to pull your hair. All right. Right out of your pockets. Anyhow, no problem. This thing right here, but you could have these everywhere, and I'm going to get these. I'm not giving up on this project. Some people say, "Hey, you still doing that?" The issues have been waterproofing, things like that, and I'm real sensitive about product liability. I just don't want one of these to blow over and knock some kid in the head. So this has been real concern to me. But I know there's a lighter model out there. I know that there's many uses for it. I know that it could even be a little like a Doctor Who blue box, meaning when you go into the Doctor Who blue box, it gets bigger on the inside than on the outside. Well, you got a window here to 911. You got a window to let me show you the windows for those who don't know. These are the windows. There's one with the screen in there. That's the screen. You can have it run by remote control. You can feed it. You should. These things can connect to the internet. So anyhow, and the issues have been like, am I waterproofing this enough? And so last time I didn't. This time I'm going to waterproof it, silicone it. because I've had one screen go out. Ironically, I've had one screen go out, one vandalized, but one did go out that just, for whatever reason, it didn't quit working. But out of 10 of them, that would be suspect. That's the touch screen way up there. That one lasted from, and it still probably goes on, but it lasted from 2009. We put that up in June 2009, and I took it down this summer. It also had the solar powers. That's what those batteries are there for. The solar power was here. These two batteries kept it going. Still, you come to November, it eats too much power, so you have to back it up, or you do the engineering to figure it out. This was where the panel's right down there. If you can see it, it's in there. I've showed it before. There's other ones, and then these are the boxes of all the Phillips. There was just a little thing here, you know, but this needs to be redone. But I can make a kiosk, etc. They don't have to be that expensive. Somebody's taking off in the plane. Little jet. There's a lot of people up here in little jets now, you know. I suppose that was a way to go. But you know what? I'm kind of happy down here. So anyhow, this is all. When this is all cleared out, which is where it was a great run here. Great run. Oh, man, okay.
This is ABC News.
Anyhow, yeah. Wrapping this up. This is all this little area will give my friend Kelly a place to move that over, because she's got to clean this out. And like everybody else, we all seem to attract friends with items. But that's all going to garage sale. This thing will be cleaned out, ready to roll again. Not for the next one's going to be by design, and we're going to have some other people build it, because it's at that point where it's a bigger money thing than I have the time to put into it. Because right now I make more money selling real estate, you know, instead of inventing things, which is okay too. But I want to do both. Talk to y'all later. Bye.